The following program was pre-recorded.
This is ABC 13 Community Close-Up, a special edition of City View.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to City View. I'm Art Rascone. Today we are examining a really important topic and a disturbing trend as well, school shootings. The recent incident on the campus of Lone Star College was the 49th school shooting in this country since the Columbine High School massacre back in 1999. And in the aftermath of the December tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary in Connecticut, get this, 5 more school shootings on school campuses have occurred. It is a disturbingly growing concern for students, parents, school staff, and of course law enforcement as the nation now searches for solutions. And joining us now to discuss some of these possible answers are Dr. Tamara Brown, Dean of the College of Juvenile Justice and Psychology at Prairie View A&M University, KTRK security analyst and former FBI agent James Conway, and Spring Branch ISD Police Chief Chuck Bronner. And thank you all for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good to be
Pleasure
here.
to be here.
This is a crucial topic, and we seem to just be having more of these. And, you know, every day, every other day, there's something in the nation that's going on regarding shootings at sometimes school campuses. Let's start with you, Chief. Regarding this, how have your efforts increased in security on the campus of ISD Spring Branch because of what we have seen over the past number of days and weeks and months?
Well, it started with Columbine and our responses to how we deal with an active shooter that comes on the school grounds. That's been greatly enhanced over the years, and law enforcement is better able to deal with an ongoing situation than we were at Columbine. However, every step that we seem to take is not quite enough to be able to get our schools as secure as we want them to be without them looking like a prison with chain link fence and razor wire. We don't want that. We have to have a good learning environment in there too.
Absolutely.
So we have to balance the two.
And that's difficult to do. And James Conway, you've had a lot of experience in this and dealing with security at various places. What can be done here for the greater security and the good of the students?
Well, you know, I think it has to be a multifaceted approach. Obviously, the chief knows about physical security, but I think we need to work smarter, not harder. I think we need to involve all concepts within the community, not only the educational community, but the religious community, community leaders, parents, students. And I think we need to become more aware of possible tripwires or possible indications that there might be some danger or some potential violence in society, and bring that to the appropriate folks.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But understanding that, I guess, really gets into the mind of some of these criminals who go off and do these types of things. And let's turn to Dr. Brown for this one, because this is sort of your area here. What causes somebody to actually go to a school like this and revenge, hatred? What is it?
You know, one of the challenges in terms of responding to this escalating problem is teaching young people better coping and conflict management strategies.
Good, yeah.
Children and teens are not just little adults. Their thinking, their reasoning, their decision-making ability is really different. And we need responses that focus on the way in which they think, and again, help them to respond to the stresses, the frustrations that they experience in more healthy ways. And we also need to make sure that we have mental health services in place to help those who need them. Certainly not all mentally ill people are violent, but some are. And we need to have access to services for them and mechanisms for referring young people and teens who need mental health treatment.
But how difficult is it, and it seems to be tremendously difficult, to determine, all right, what is it? Is this the kid that's going to go berserk and go on a rampage? That's what's tough to determine.
You're absolutely right. It's easy after the fact, when a particular young person has done something like this, to then trace back and say, here were all the warning signs. But that's hindsight, and that's always 20/20. It's difficult going forward to identify those things.
Yeah.
Chief, is this something that you have your security out throughout the Spring ISD sort of monitoring? Who is it out here that's going to be possibly doing something?
Well, there is a evaluation matrix that was developed with the help of the Secret Service. And some of our counselors and educators have used this in the past when there is an issue with a student or a person that could cause damage, and then you try to rate that. It's very difficult, though, to know what's really in their mind, and some that don't put out any signals whatsoever while they're around the school, and then all of a sudden they act.
Yeah, and James, you have a big history behind this, and quickly then we'll go to a break, but you're profiling this time.
And in more of a macro perspective, the British have done this effectively, the Germans have, we have. From a counterterrorism perspective, we have asked and engaged the community to be more involved in looking for indicators. What are indicators? If something doesn't look right, you need to report it to the appropriate folks. I think we need to take that methodology and that model and apply it to the school and apply it to our communities. When somebody sees something that looks like an anomaly or something that could be a threat, they need to report it to the right folks.
These are great points. We're going to continue the discussion in just a minute. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back when City View returns, so stick around.